like to say.
So today, I have a confession to make. I have watched spot popping videos on YouTube. I know it's disgusting. I'm sorry, Pinkie Pie. Forgive me. But they're grossly entertaining and mildly addictive to watch. I don't know why. But I haven't watched them in a while. Then last night, a video recommendation came up on YouTube. It was called the Hoof GP. And boy, some of those, they're better than spot popping videos. Spot popping videos. Get that right, not pop spotting. Spot popping videos. So, the video you're about to see is grotesque, so don't watch it if you don't like it. Probably be best avoided. But if you do like it, then enjoy, I suppose. If you did like the video, hit that like button, and I will put the link to this person's account in the description below. If you like that stuff, then you'd be better best subscribing. It is educational as well, so get around it that way if you want to justify it. It's educational. It's also gross. So, without further ado, pass you over to me. Right, so, the Hoof GP. We are subscribed, and we are going to watch some videos. I had recorded that one, but I didn't record it with sound on, because I'm stupid. But anyway, we're going to watch this one. Vet lances abscess on bull's foot. That's going to be absolutely grotesque. So you know what? We're going to watch it. We're going to see how it goes. Pinkie Pie, you ready?
Yes, indeed.
Good to know, girl. Good to know. Right. Let's get going. Let's watch this one, and we'll see how it goes.
In this video, I revisit my neighbour to see his big friendly giant of a bull. He had a huge abscess, which we helped.
Yep, that's the one I watched last time recorded. That is mangin'.
To drain just the other day. We get the vet in to lance the abscess fully and flush the whole thing out. And then we revisit him for a third time. Guys, this is the Hoof GP.
Well, that was unnecessarily squirty. So chilling, relaxing. I don't know if I'm ready for this actually.
So in my last video, I headed next door to a farmer who had a bull with a seriously sore back left foot. He had been round discussing problems with his feet and mentioned how lame his favourite bull had become. So, after a bit of persuasion, we managed to get this big friendly giant into the crush and began trimming away at his back left foot. As you can see, he has a swollen ankle, but we can still help him through trimming. We applied 2 blocks to take the weight completely off that ankle and that digit, and then we trimmed away all of the excess overburdening and disconnected tissue to make sure that that abscess didn't connect down to the bottom.
That bit he poked just before that one, that was dried pus. That's crusty pus. That ain't right.
Once the trim was complete, a needle was pushed through a fistula or hole in the side of the abscess, and the farmer squeezed a large
look, no, I can't
amount of pus from the pocket hidden beneath. We sprayed it with oxytetracycline, and the farmer administered pain-relieving drugs. As you can see, this big fella still had some serious problems and was seriously feeling his feet. So,
it's not just his feet. Look at that backside. That's minging. Cows, it can't be helped.
We hoped for the best and called for the vet. Fast forward 2 days and we're back on the farm, and this is Rupert, the local vet, tending to this big guy's abscess.
Oh, look at that. That's, oh my goodness. Oh.
Once the abscess has been punctured or lanced at both the bottom and the very top of the pocket, Rupert uses a syringe with water infused with antibiotics to flush out the pocket beneath. But the holes created are not quite big enough, and all of the pus can't be easily extracted. So, out comes the scalpel blade again to make it slightly bigger, and then the process of flushing
Pinkie Pie
begins.
Yeah, it was gross, love. You need to stay and watch this the whole time. I need. Oh! I know that's just like syringing it and popping it, but that is like absolutely helping.
It's actually, thankfully, it is quite organised, this pus, but it's hopefully it's not actually in the joint as such.
Rupert's explaining that the consistency of the pus being released isn't that of the consistency that he would expect if this abscess was within the joints of this big bull's skeleton. And that is really good for the farmer.
Is that good?
Because it means there is a much higher likelihood of a full recovery.
Oh, that's good for the farm. Oh.
The vet uses a small pair of forceps to make sure that everything underneath the skin is fully disconnected, that needs to be anyway, and that all pus can be ejected from the area so that this bull can make a full recovery. Once that's done, it's flushed out for a final time before a tube of antibiotics infused with steroids is injected into the area. These antibiotics will stay there for the next 24 hours, when I'll return with my crush in tow to flush this out once again and inject another tube of antibiotics. And for you guys, you're just about to see that, so hang around for another few seconds.
That's a bit
As
of a
you can
shame.
see, he's actually walking better than he was the other day.
His bum still
But
needs a clean
the
though.
proof will be tomorrow when we return, which is actually right about now.
Oh,
So
convenient.
24 hours have passed and we're leading the bull in for a third and final time. As you can see, he's coming up the rear, keen as can be. Once we get him in, we get his foot in the air so that we can examine that abscess and see how it's doing now.
It looks a lot
Straight
better.
away you can see, or at least hopefully you can see, that there is a good reduction in size and it's cleaning up really nicely. We've been left an antibiotical wash so that we can flush out the whole area in preparation for another dose of antibiotics to be injected into the pocket beneath. Let's see what gunk is forced out of this hidden abscess site.
It's gonna be gross.
Just about to say, what's trying to stay at you? I'm glad I did it that way. Though.
What is that?
As you've just seen, a big blob of congealed blood is pushed out of the abscess site. Even this on its own will help to reduce the pressure within this bull's foot. Hopefully you can hear that we're a little more than jovial. That's because we are really pleased with how this bull is going, so we're in high spirits. As you can see, the colour of the water being expelled from the area is really clear, and that's a fantastic sight. Now we're ready to inject this tube of antibiotics into the abscess site. I've shown you many cases over the last couple of years on the channel where I said vet intervention would be a fantastic option for a specific cow, and this is exactly what I've been talking about.
gross, man.
This is not something that I as a hoof trimmer would be allowed to administer or allowed to instruct a farmer to do because it's not my profession. But as you can see, we've come together as a trio, and this big bull is looking all the better for it. He does need his other feet trimmed, but right now we're concentrating on that abscess.
We weren't sure if this was going to happen, but he's clearly recovering.
Yeah,
and doing
he's
it
walking
much
better.
quicker than I thought he would.
Bum's still
For
dirty
now,
though.
guys, Lancelot, this big bull,
Wipe his
just
bum.
needs some rest, some TLC,
Did he say the bull was called Lancelot? I must have missed that. He said the bull was called Lancelot.
and a bit of time. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to make sure you've subscribed.
Yep, I have, mate. But yeah, well, that wasn't quite as helpful as the last one when he drained like a tub of toothpaste out of the damn thing. But I mean, look at some of these. Look at some of them. We'll watch more some other time. But anyway, it's not just gross. To be fair, it is actually quite educational. I enjoy his videos. They are gross. That's probably the main reason why I watch them. But still, I might have to watch that one at some point. Actually, yeah, they're educational. They're interesting, and he seems to quite care about the cows. But if you like watching gross stuff, recommend this is the channel for you. To step up from spot popping. I keep going to say pop spotting, and it's spot popping. So, from me, from Pinkie Pie, just remember, I'm just John P. Now you can't see me. Toodles!